Hey guys, what is up? What is up? It's Virginia, the Buckeye Gamer, and I am back recording stuff for you guys. It's been a hot minute, just had a lot going on, and I have not had time to sit down in front of a camera to record video. So, with that being said, again, I am back. I'll kind of outline my plans at the end of this video, let you know what is going to be coming on the pipeline this month. But for now, we're going to get into the topic of today's video, and that is my top 5 PlayStation 3 games of all time. Now, the PlayStation 3, probably not my favorite Sony console, but it did have a lot of great games on it. Now, I know it was the worst selling console, although it still sold great. You know, Sony consoles always sell great, so there's not really too much argument to be had there. But I'm just going to go over my top 5, and I guess you can say maybe 6, because I am going to have 2 games. They fall under the same franchise, but I am going to put them together kind of like a tie, because I didn't know which one to put. So, starting off at number 5, we got 3D Dot Game Heroes. So, I have heard a lot of people say, I need to get like a new case for this, because it's not exactly in the best shape. But I've heard a lot of people say, and I can concur with this, that this is the best Legend of Zelda game that isn't Legend of Zelda. Now, it's obviously been said different ways, but basically that's what that means. So, you're in like this 3D pixelated, I don't know if you call it medieval world or not, but you have some nice pixelated landscapes and some really funky looking swords you can see right there. Again, I don't know how well my camera's picking this up, but this is a really awesome, I guess, I would probably call it a platformer, but I don't know for sure. Like I said, it has a semi-open world aspect to it, but this is a really, really good platformer, and if you are able to get it, I would highly recommend it. Now, you can see that this is an Atlas game, and Atlas, I mean, I think they're better now, but they used to be known for really low print numbers, and 3D Dot Game Heroes unfortunately fell into that category. So this game is going up in price, so I would recommend if you can find it cheap, get it. If not, download it digitally. If the PS3 has it, I believe it does. I managed to get this used. It was in good shape, but I managed to get it used for like $12. So, and the way the price is going up right now, it's not the most expensive PS3 game out there. There's definitely a lot more that are, but it is going up there in price. So get it while you can. All right, and then number 4, and I don't know, someone correct me on this. I don't know if this came out on the Xbox 360 or not, but we have Sonic Generations. So this is probably one of my all-time favorite Sonic games. I might actually do a top 5 Sonic games. That actually is a good idea. But probably one of my favorite Sonic games, if not my favorite. So as the title implies, you go back and forth between the 2 different versions of Sonic. So you have the smaller, kind of semi-chunkier one with the lighter color belly and, you know, and things like that, the pointy shoes. So you go back and forth between that. So it'd be like a 2D world, and then you go into the 3D part of the world too. But the way they have this set up is so amazing, because it's perfect, you know, for series veterans, you know, that have been Sonic fans since the days of the Genesis or even the Master System, because there were Sonic games on the Master System. Never played those versions, but I digress. But it was a way to get old and new fans alike, and it worked, because this game sold pretty well as far as I remember. I definitely want to get the manual to put in here, because I just have the case at the moment. I think this came with the manual. There was something, I believe. But this is a fantastic game, and I think it is still pretty reasonable, so if you're looking for something on the PS3 Sonic related, definitely get this. All right, so I'm trying to figure out here how I'm going to order this. All right, so we got we're going to do number 3 here, and this is Katamari Forever. So this is what I would consider like a puzzle platformer. So you're this little dude called the Prince, and you get this little ball, whatchamacallit. I think it is called the Katamari. I haven't played the series in quite a long time, but at least this game, I should say. but then you go around, you got to roll up different objects and everything to make different worlds, and it's pretty hilarious, like with the dialogue and all of that. But I love this game. This was actually my favorite PS3 game for quite a while. Obviously other games took over the years, but this is definitely a must buy if you can get it. Now this was an early release, as you can tell by the font here. So this is kind of hard to find right now, but if you can get it at a decent price, definitely pick it up. All right, and now number 2, this is gonna be the one with the 2 games, so they're gonna be tied. So, and this is one of my all-time favorite series, as I've talked about before, but we have Tales of Xillia and Tales of Xillia 2. So this one I actually still have wrapped because I do own both games digitally, and I got the collector's edition of this brand new. So with that being said, the Tales games need no introduction. You know, it's not like Final Fantasy level of popularity, but this is a great series, guys. And if you can jump into it, that is another idea. I'm just coming up with ideas of videos here right now about where to start in the Tales series. I definitely am going to put that out. My recommendations. Now, there are other videos that are going to have differing opinions, but definitely if you can pick these up, I definitely would recommend it. You should be able to find them on eBay relatively cheap. And if you don't mind having a PAL version, they do have this in a compilation pack, which I actually do have sitting around somewhere, I do believe. But definitely get these, guys, because these are some of my favorites in the Tales series. All right, and then number 1 for PS3, and this did get a remastered release on the PS4 and the Switch, but we have Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch, and I absolutely love this cover. I actually kind of like this better than the original release. Now, this is the greatest hits version. I got this as a Christmas present many years back from my husband when we first got married. You know, we didn't have a lot of money at that time, but this game was cheap, and it gave me hours upon hours of fun, like absolute fun. Now, this is one of the bigger games on the PS3, but such a beautiful RPG, and it has that Studio Ghibli art style, which that alone makes it worth playing, because if you've never watched a Studio Ghibli movie, like, what are you doing with your life? No, I'm just kidding, guys. But in all actuality, Studio Ghibli movies are amazing. But anyhow, so it's a beautiful RPG and a very long one, so if you have time, definitely. But if I'm going to make a recommendation to you, I definitely would pick up the remastered version instead, just because that's easier to come by and a lot more accessible. So if you got a PS4 or PS5, definitely pick this up, or you can get it on the Switch as well. Now, the remastered version for the PS4 does come with a few extras. The port that you get on the Switch is technically just the PlayStation 3 port, so there's no additional configurations like for graphics and fidelity and frame rate modes and stuff like that. So if you want to get the full experience, go for the PS4 version. But if you're okay with the Switch, go with the Switch version. They both play good. All right. I didn't pick out any honorable mentions. I just wanted to get my top 5 out of the way, guys. But that does it for this video. I enjoyed making it, and hopefully you guys did too. I'm just glad to be back making videos for you guys. Before I do my outro, like I said, I did want to kind of talk about what I have planned for this month. So I am going to be filming my game room tour hopefully this week. I don't know if it's actually going to be, I don't know if I'm actually going to upload it this week. I might. Now, don't hold me to that, but it is definitely going to be filmed. But I am so excited because I have a lot of new additions to my game room, and I cannot wait to show you guys. I've been sitting on this stuff for a few months now. I actually planned to have my game room tour out a little bit earlier, but I just did not have a chance to. Like I said, August was a crazy month, and even the first few days of September has been crazy. So, but with that being said, like I said, I'm going to do my suggestions for it to start like in the Tales series, probably the Yakuza series too. I definitely want to do that. And there's a few videos I have coming down the pipeline, so... But yeah, definitely stay tuned, guys, for my game room tour, because that is going to be amazing. But I love you guys so much, and thank you for your patience. And always remember, like I do with my outros, just remember that Jesus loves you. He is real. I love you guys too. You all stay safe. Have an awesome day, and I will catch you guys later.